Let's take you back to one of our big stories for today. A full-blown wage strike at SARS is expected to start this morning. Nahau and the Public Servants Association is set to down tools nationwide as wage talks continue. Unions are demanding an increase of up to 13%. Our reporter Ngobile Madlala is in Pretoria with the latest. Good morning, Ngobile. Have workers in fact started to gather at the meeting point? What is the latest?
Well, we are now at a meeting point, Mfundo, and the workers from Nahau, we're being told that they've started in Brooklyn. However, PSA has already begun to gather in this area. As you can see them there, they're ready. Now, we do understand that from what we have heard is that they've got over 10,000 members that are going to be part of this protest. And I want to bring in one of the PSA leaders to tell us, please introduce yourself first, and then just tell us what to expect today. How many people are coming through?
Good morning. I'm Stefan Viljoen, the acting provincial manager for the Johannesburg office. So yes, our membership within SARS, or the non-bargaining unit, consists of about 10,683 members. PSA has got about 4,300 of those members. Not all of them based in Gauteng, that is throughout the country. We have also started with our assembly points in Brooklyn, which is where SARS's head office is, and the Alberton campus. Those buses are currently on its way to this assembly point here, where we'll be meeting, and then from here we'll be marching towards the National Treasury building.
Why did you decide to go to Brooklyn first?
Well, that is the head office of SARS. It's quite a huge office with quite a number of members working there. It's also central so that we can get everybody together, and then we'll bring them to the assembly point and start from here.
And I mean, we heard from Nahau saying that this strike might render SARS to have to close essentially for today. How much impact is it going to have?
We've already seen and received reports in Mpumalanga, for example, that all the offices have been closed. In Free State, most of the border posts have been closed. So, you know, if our employees or our members are not rendering the service, there's no way for SARS offices to be able to operate, you know, when we are not there.
And let's look at how many members do you currently hold, and how are these members going to, I mean, we know it's a protected strike, but is this not going to affect them in any way?
It shouldn't affect the members itself. We have gone through all the legal processes to ensure that they are protected. A dispute was referred to the CCMA. They issued an issue of non-conciliation. We then concluded a picketing rules. That was issued to all parties, and we've issued SARS with a strike notice. So we have complied with all the legal requirements. There should be no ramification against any of our members. We've also approved or made applications to the various municipalities to make sure that it's a protected gathering as well, and we received approval for these gatherings.
Perhaps remind us, what is it that you guys are looking for exactly?
We originally demanded a CPI increase of 5% or CPI plus 7%. We also requested that a pay progression must be implemented for all employees. A deviation or a change to the bursary for dependents policy, and also the implementation of an integrated career development framework. None of these demands were met by SARS, or none of them they even engaged us on, and at that stage we were left with no option but to then declare a dispute and embark on this protected strike action.
And lastly, what are you hoping happens today?
We are hoping that the Minister will see the plight of its workers, and that the Minister will then also provide for a budget for an increase for all employees at SARS.
All right. Thank you very much for speaking to us. There you have it. These are some of the workers that are here. Let's see if we can get some of them to maybe speak to us. So, I mean, this is obviously close to your heart. Tell me, as a worker, how has this affected you?
Good morning. Indeed, it's affected us in a big way. You know, with inflation prices that goes up, your petrol prices that go up, it has a knock-on effect in terms of your insurances, medical aids, and it did. What it does, year on year, it puts us back. And as the working class, we are saying, no, we're not going to be disadvantaged at the advancement of politicians who are reaching them. So, as a non-politically aligned organization, we are saying, as workers, let us also be considered. We have families that also must gain from the salary increases, and we are saying, up with the workers! Viva! Viva PSA! Viva! Viva! Viva PSA! Viva! Viva!
Mama, do you want to tell us how this affects your family?
Sure. Must I speak in English or Siswati?
Anything you are comfortable with, Mom.
Okay. You know, Mama, looking at the CPI, which is currently sitting at 5.9%, and the 0% no salary increase fee, it is affecting us negatively because everything has increased in South Africa, including petrol. Everything, there's nothing that is low. And you will remember that the 2021, it was never implemented. They refused. As we stand and sit today, we are here to tell the employer that we are not backing down. We want and we deserve. Them as parliamentarians, they have received their salary increase last year.
Amen.
But we did not receive as workers, and we cannot take it anymore. Enough is enough.
Well, there you can have it, Mfundo. You hear there the workers very clear in saying that this has affected them greatly. They're talking about salary. They're talking about things that are supposed to be benefits to them that they cannot afford at this case. They're saying that they want that increase. And basically it's to demonstrate and show that this is what they still believe in and this needs to be given to them.
All right. Hopefully they will meet each other halfway, because it's very important that they perhaps go back to work insofar as revenue collection is concerned, because it could compromise the whole country. So hopefully they'll find each other in those wage talks. Nobile, thank you very much for that update. That's reporter Nobile Madlala.